What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be building a Sonic in Minecraft. You know, like the fast food restaurant Sonic, not the fast Sonic. I mean, I guess they're both fast in a way, but yeah, we're going to be building that today in Minecraft. So I'm not going to waste any of your time. Let's get started. Alright guys, so right now we're just making, as usual, the parking lot area, which it's just going to be like the drive-in part. It's not really a parking lot. It kind of is if you think about it, but not, you know, it's more like sitting in at a restaurant, but with your car, I guess. But we're making the parking lot. Right here I make it a little too wide, but, you know, we don't want it to be wide. We want it to be a little longer so that we can have a good enough building size, and also the things can go on the side. We don't need it too wide though, because that's just a waste of space. We're gonna add the sidewalk right here. There we go. We'll add the stairs along it afterward, like usual. And then one last sidewalk. There we go. Now we just need to add the stairs. It's polished andesite stairs. There's no point in using Worldedit really to break those. I feel like it goes about the same speed if you break them by hand. Alright, this side is finished. And see, I forget to outline the rest of the sidewalk with the stairs. I do this later off camera though. We're outlining the building right now. It's 18 blocks away from the sidewalk. Right, there we go. Now we're building out the size of the building. There we go. We're gonna make this building out of gray terracotta. Right here I actually paused to look at a picture of the Sonic building. But we're building this out of light gray terracotta. Just the edges, just the corners are gonna be light gray terracotta. I'm gonna be setting the middle areas to brick, because I think it looks nice, and also that's what shows on like all of the Sonic pictures. It's mostly brick. Now it's time to make the middle brick. There we go. And then we do this to all the other sides. There we go. Then another side. There we go. And the last side. Alright, there we go. And now we want the inside walls to be white, like usual. So we're going to use white concrete. There we go. Another wall. Another wall. And then our final wall. There we go. Now it's not going to look the same from the outside as it is in the inside. Alright, fluid polished andesite. I've actually never been inside of a Sonic. My friend has. My friend works at Sonic. I've never been inside of a Sonic. Now we're making the light fixtures. So with the inside of the Sonic, I really just had to guess. But we're just going to use the copy Worldedit tool here, so that we can easily get these lights down. Copy that, we paste it, and we're going to be pasting it multiple times until it's all pasted. There we go, and there we go, just a couple more times. next one might be, nope, not the last one. Yeah, there are a lot of light fixtures. And it's a decent sized ceiling. And that's the last row. So now we just have to add in the white concrete as the lights. There we go. And now we need to do our little copy trick that I featured in the previous 2 videos, where we copy that ceiling, bring it down one, and then we replace all those blocks with the lighting, and replace the ceiling with air and the white concrete with the lights, so it looks like it's only coming from the lights and not just the whole ceiling. And there we go. We have our ceiling done. Like a breakthrough. And now let's make our door. And do it right here, and we're gonna outline it with black glass. I just think black glass looks good on here. You can use any other colored glass. And do a mangrove door. I could have done a bamboo door. It's yellow. You know, for some reason in my mind, I was thinking part of one of the Sonic colors was blue, but that's probably just because of the hedgehog. Right here, I look at another picture of Sonic to see what colors. This is when I figured out it was yellow and red. Same colors as McDonald's. But yeah, this is just an overhead thing to give you shade, I guess. And then I bring this down with fences. I actually replaced that bottom mangrove fence with a polished tough wall, because it looks like it's really fragile and it could fall down at any moment because of how skinny the fences are. So we're gonna replace that with a tough wall. There we go. And now we need to make the parking spots for the drive-in part of it. I mean, it's the Sonic drive-in. You can't go without these, man. So obviously it's 3 wide, 3 by 8. If you guys are needing this. So we just put them all throughout this area. Alright, good size. And then we go straight across and do the same here. Again, 3 by 8. We actually don't need to do this on this side. We could just copy it. But I didn't realize that until like later, so it's a lot of things I didn't realize at the time that I could just do. There is our drive-in part on the right side of the Sonic. Now we need to make the curb areas, the parking thingies. I actually don't know what those are called. So I'm just calling them curbs or parking rectangles. I have no clue. But now we're gonna add our fences. This is quite a process, adding the fences, because sometimes the walls can get in your way and it'll be really annoying. But now we have to outline the top with the yellow. And you know, this build was actually requested by my friend who works at Sonic, because since I want to make a working economy in my map, which hopefully will be a server sometime, he actually requested this because he wanted to work here in Minecraft as well. So that's why I'm building this. That's why I'm putting it before some of my other builds. I actually don't think I put Sonic on my list of things. I have to look back at it, but I don't think I put Sonic on there. But right now we're just putting the fences on. See, like I said, it's pretty long process. Be annoying because the fences are so small and like diameter, like width or whatever, and that can get annoying quickly. But right now we have that done, but now we just need to copy it to the other side. The cool thing you can do with this command, you could copy and you could rotate it as many degrees as you want, as long as it's not like a diagonal, you could do 90, 180, and 270. I mean, and 360 maybe if you wanted to, but that'll just keep it the same. But there we have it, copied to the other side, and now we need to make the kitchen area. Like I said, I've never been in here. I might need to rearrange it at some point with my friend's help, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. We can just make it look however I feel like I want it to look. I mean, it is Minecraft after all. You can do whatever you want, to be honest. But there we go. We don't want all of the tables to be even, you know, give it a little janky look. I mean, it's just a fast food restaurant after all. Now these are actually going to be sink areas. Those have no use. This is going to be a fridge, I would say. But the things over there have no use. 4 things in the wall, I just thought they looked fitting or something. It's just filler blocks, you know. Sometimes you need to do that for decoration. But we have our cauldrons as sinks, and we're gonna add some faucets using tripwire hooks. I always think those look good. We're gonna use some white banners for towels. Over here, we're gonna add some smokers, so the food can be cooked. Just gonna dot them around here, in a way. One in each of those little areas. And now we're gonna add a door handle, quote door handle, to our fridge. Some barrels to store the food. I like using barrels, they give it that nice, like, I don't know, it just looks better than using a chest. We're gonna add tripwire hooks to whatever those are. And there we go. Now we just need our sign and our menus. We're gonna write on the menus later on. Right here, I didn't realize what I was doing. Now that you think about it, I was doing the right thing here. I was putting it on the right side. But there we go, like that. And this side was going to be the one where you need to be where I messed up on. So I can always go in and change it. If you guys just know to change it now if you are using this as a tutorial, so just make sure they're all on the right side. See, I didn't need to break that one there. That one was perfectly fine. But now we need to add the actual roof so the ceiling isn't just exposed. Light gray terracotta right here. And we're gonna add some little squares up here just to give it, I don't know, it just looks cool, okay? Man. And I bring it up by 2 here for some reason. I changed that later on. See, I change it right here. And just make these squares right here. Alright, my sister actually walked in here. That's why I'm still. So my bad. Now, I'm pretty sure we just need to make the sign. We're going to use yellow concrete and gray concrete. We actually don't use the red concrete because the Sonic, like, signing is too big. Alright, just trying to perfect the little, I would say maybe an arrow. I don't know what it is. Not an arrow, but see, I'm just trying to get this perfect here. See, and this is pretty much how I want it. Like that, see? I thought that looked pretty good, and I tried to make the S with concrete, but that didn't work. Alright chat, all that we need to do is make the banners for the sign at the front, and then we're gonna be finished. Alright guys, the sign isn't really centered, so, I tried a couple times, it didn't really work, but you guys can, if you're using this as a tutorial, you can modify it if you want. You could like space them out more or something, maybe that'll work. But, yeah, this is our Sonic. It's finished all the way. If you guys wanted to edit, like modify it yourself, you could add a drive-thru. I didn't add a drive-thru to McDonald's, or any other fast food place. Mostly because the McDonald's over here, it's like, there's really not any place for a drive-thru. But, yeah, if you guys wanted to modify this in any way you could, but that's pretty much it. I need to stock these up, like the barrels in here to make it functional, but other than that, it's like pretty much done. So see you guys in the next video. If you liked it, make sure to like the video, and if you want to see more videos like this, like builds or just any other videos by me, gameplay, like playthroughs of other games, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you can see whenever I post, and everybody have a nice day.